Hey guys, we're back with another video, and this video is going to be a little different than our other ones. This is going to be more of a talkative, chatty one. So we're going to be talking about 10 tips for a happy, long-lasting relationship. Now, we're not love experts, but we have a pretty cool relationship.
So the first one we're going to be doing is to get rid of toxic people, or not only your relationship but also like just your life in general, like friends that just, I don't know, just do stupid stuff.
Just anyone in general that is bringing you nothing but negativity.
Yeah.
And the reason that we said this about relationships would be because you have those friends that are not encouraging.
And also people that are immature and can't really or don't really understand that you're in a relationship. I think when you get into a relationship, you become more mature, kind of.
Second tip we have for you guys is to not take everything too seriously. And this can be interpreted in a lot of ways. It can be where in the beginning of a relationship, people can start to automatically think of marriage and all this other crazy stuff and like having kids and stuff like that, when you should really just enjoy the days as they come by and enjoy the memories as they're happening, instead of having a relationship going on in your head thinking about the future rather than enjoying what's happening now.
But it's not bad once you know or think it's pretty serious. It's not bad to like think about the future and things like that.
Yeah.
But also constructive criticism, like tell each other stuff that you don't like about each other. Don't be mean about it, but like be able to
just let each other know.
Yeah, let each other know and be able to improve upon that stuff. And
if you're receiving this news or they're telling you to just not take that too serious. And for me that was kind of a problem because I never dealt with anybody telling me directly, oh hey, I don't like how you do this. So that can be really hard to deal with whenever you're listening to the person that you really love tell you that you're doing something wrong. But as long as you build upon it and you improve yourself on it, then it'll just benefit the relationship in the long run.
So the third one is self-awareness, where you're able to catch mistakes or learn about mistakes that you make and be able to correct them and get rid of them. Say if either one of you and your partner make a mistake, if it's big or little, doesn't matter, you're able to get rid of it and kind of like move on, but also just like fix it so you don't keep making the same like little mistake over and over again.
Just being aware if you're in a certain mood. For example, when I get in an irritated or annoyed mood, I'd rather just tell Nick straight up, you know, Nick, I'm not in the mood right now, so don't say any jokes because I won't think it's funny. So that can be another interpretation of that one. So just to be aware of yourself and be aware of how you're feeling and your emotions and being able to communicate those with each other. Okay. Our fourth one, or fifth, I kind of lost track already, would be to give each other space whenever the other one wants it. So this can be important because people that just enjoy their alone time. So for me, that's something that I like to do. I like to be alone at sometimes, but it's important for the other person, and for our relationship, for Nick, to understand that it's not that I'm mad at him or it's not that I don't love him or anything like that. It's just I like my me time, my alone time. So just to respect that and not make it a problem. Our next tip would be to surprise each other, and this doesn't mean that you gotta go out and spend $40 on a new purse. It simply means something as simple as a note or some breakfast.
Something as little as a note, like we do notes, but it actually means a lot. Just a little note could like make each other's day better or stuff like that.
And it just keeps the reminder of I love you without actually saying I love you. As Nick said, it just keeps everything exciting, keeps everything fresh and youthful, and it just reminds one another that you love them.
Well, another one that's pretty big, I think, is don't try to be a picture perfect couple. Like on like social media, there's like couple goals, and don't try to base your relationship off of those pictures that you see. Like you gotta do your own thing. I mean, it's okay to look at other couples that are together, like where you're at, or like on YouTube, because there's a ton of them on YouTube, and like see some stuff that they do that you want to do, like us, how we saw other couples that do like a couple YouTube videos and we want to do that, but we'll do it in our own way.
Yeah. You don't want to have a fake relationship. You want to be able to do things that actually mean something to each other, not just do things because it'll make a cute Instagram or it'll be a good relationship goals picture. You have to appreciate the time that you do get together and not miss out on that just because it won't make a good picture. You don't have to take a picture of every single thing you guys do because it's still going to be in your mind. And another thing would be not cater to your followers, and by this I mean post Instagram pictures and write out your whole heart to that person, because you should just tell that one person.
Tell it to him in person.
Yeah. Or
write him a letter or something like that. Don't write it on your Instagram.
Because you're not proving your love to them.
Yeah,
clearly
you're proving it to everyone else.
And it's like they don't. Honestly, we don't care.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
I doubt some people read it.
I don't care what other people. I don't care about, like, I'm not trying to be mean, like saying, oh, I don't care about their love or anything like that. But I don't like care about like that part. Like I don't need to like read that whole thing.
And that should just be intimate in general.
Yeah, and I don't care that like if other people don't like if we're together. I don't know, just anything like that. If other people don't like, it doesn't matter. You gotta just basically do your own, like be you.
Yeah. Another tip is to be involved in each other's hobbies, even if you don't necessarily have any interest in them. For example, with us, Nick likes to do a lot of airsoft, and if you know what that is, explain it a little bit.
It's just like paintball, but with little plastic BBs.
And that's something that I never thought I would enjoy, and I mean, we still haven't yet, but we're planning to do that together. And another thing for him would be, I like to paint, and I have plants. I like to make my own stuff for my room and just decorate and stuff like that, and that's something that he's slowly been getting into too.
Like she has a bunch of plants and stuff like that, and I got her to give me one, so even though it's just like one little tiny one, I still have it, so.
And it's just a reminder that
yeah, just so like I can start getting into it.
Yeah, this is important, or we think it's important just because it shows that you're willing to do something for the other person to make them happy, even though in the beginning you might not be that excited
or
about it.
Or you never even like knew about it or anything like that. But like you don't necessarily either have to like it. You just gotta like, you don't
try it.
Yeah, just like try it, because you never know. You may never think that like, I don't know, your boyfriend or girlfriend is into something and you never even knew about it, or you didn't think it would be that fun or whatever until you actually try it and you're like, oh yeah, this is actually pretty fun. Like you never know. So.
And another thing is too, if you're trying to get your boyfriend or girlfriend to do something and they try it, don't force it upon them if they don't like it. And this is just because then they feel like
obligated.
Yeah, they feel obligated to like it if they don't like it. And then, you know, you don't really want to do something with them if you know that they're not enjoying it.
And it's also another way to spend time together and bond too.
Yeah.
Through doing whatever you guys are doing.
And there's really honestly nothing better than listening to someone talk about something that they're really passionate about too. You can see another side of them, and it's really
The next one we have is being aware of each other's cultures.
And with the Mexican culture, it's not as common to be dating at a young age and to be going out all the time and or hanging out every single weekend, and that's something that we kind of had, or he's had to kind of get used to because he's not used to not being able to just hang out and stuff like that. So that's the part of it too. Just understanding and not getting frustrated at the fact that you guys can't do what you want to do anytime you want to do it. And then another thing too is how, since I'm Mexican, most of my family speaks Spanish, and and he's been learning, and that's really, really cool because it proves to me that he loves me and wants to be part of my family and wants to stick around for a really long time. So I really appreciate the fact that he really wants to learn Spanish, and he's doing really well at it actually. The most obvious and most important ones for last. So we have trust, and this is obviously something that you need to have, because if you don't have this, then
it's not gonna work out.
It's not gonna work out at all. Yeah.
This one's probably one of the most obvious ones that you should have, but it's really a big part, because if you guys don't trust each other, then nothing. Why even like start the relationship or anything like that?
It's really important. It's just to be confident within yourself. So being insecure is obviously something that everybody has, but if you're insecure to the point where you are clingy or you're wanting to know what they're doing at what time, it's just important to know that you as an individual are an amazing human being, and you shouldn't let your standards drop just to be with that one person.
Okay, so the 10th and final one is probably the biggest one, is communication, being able to talk to each other about stuff. Like this one goes with a couple of them we have already talked about, but just like communication, like being able to talk about everything.
Yeah.
Like just anything in general. doesn't matter.
Yeah, for example, if something's bothering you, you have to not be hesitant to just let them know.
Don't let it all build up. Just it's better to just get it out of the way, talk about it. And it's a little bit better also if you talk about it at the moment instead of waiting till something happens, or just waiting till later and then talking about it, because then everything's gonna be built up and everything's just gonna be harder. Like you talking about it and everything's just gonna build up and it's gonna be worse. Yeah, if you have problems, don't go and talk to like your friend or someone else. You gotta talk to the other person in the relationship, because if you're talking to someone else, that does no good with the problem.
Yeah, because no one knows your relationship besides yourself and that significant other.
Yeah, so if you're gonna talk to your friend about something that's happening in your relationship, nothing's gonna get resolved unless you talk to the other person. So.
And now there are some things that can work. For example, if you're concerned about your own self and you want to seek advice to maybe get another point of view on how you're acting, then that can be good. But we're talking about whenever
there's problems between you two, like not even problems, like just anything that like say if you don't know how to ask them something or talk to something, just be straight out and talk to the other person.
Yeah, it's not healthy to
hold stuff in
and to tell the whole world besides that one person.
Because that does no good.
Yeah, and then that kind of betrays the whole trust thing, because you have to trust them to talk to them about stuff and not just let them in the loose and then talk to everybody else about your problems. Because
everything we've said in this video, like everything like intertwines with each other. So if you start like messing up on trust, communication's gonna fall. Everything's like kind of connected with each other. And there might have been some stuff that we didn't cover, but this is like what we think, in our personal opinions, what has worked for us and might work.
So if you guys have any other tips or suggestions, you can go ahead and leave them in the comment section below and we'll reply to them and we'll talk to them. So if you feel like we left anything out or we didn't say something that you think is really important, then you should just comment below and we'll talk about it. So
thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Keep it from like being boring or whatever. Picture perfect. Okay. Another one.
Why is it a secret?
I don't know.
No. Stop. Stop farting. Oh my god, I'm putting that in there too. Ready?
Don't mess up this time. Let's go.
Let's do our handshake first.
I don't even know what it is.
Never mind. I'm not doing this video anymore. That was good. Boom. Okay, next one.
Peace.
Call me.